In this video, I'm going to tell you about the 3 secrets that will help you generate referrals for life. If no matter what kind of service business you're in, just these 3 secrets in your business can generate referrals for life. I actually call it the unlimited referral machine. Hey, my name is Sharran Srivatsaa. I serve as the president of REAL. We are the fastest growing publicly traded real estate brokerage in the world. And everything that I share with you is completely free and is a chance for you to take these ideas and put them into your business so you can have unlimited referrals for life. All starts right now. All right, let me break down for you the unlimited referral machine. In fact, these are the 3 secrets or the 3 tactics that will help you generate referrals for life. So here's a big question to actually get this all started, right? All of us do so much to generate referrals because we know that our best clients come from our best clients. So if our best client actually referred us, there's probably a good client right there waiting for us. But we end up spending so much money on events and gifts, and we put time into relationships. We take people to coffee, lunches, and dinners, and a lot of times we don't get any referrals back. Why? Why is that the case? And secondarily, we end up referring others. We give referrals to real estate agents or mortgage brokers or life insurance people or even pool contractors or landscapers. Why do we do that, but other people don't do it for us as often as we want them to, especially because of how good you are in what you do? I think there's 3 big reasons to this, and let me break down each of the 3 reasons for you. The first one is that the biggest problem that I see with actually receiving referrals, and here's the problem. We think that people wake up and want to be our referral source. Let me break it down to you. No. Nobody wakes up in the morning thinking, oh my gosh, I have to give Sharran a referral today. Like, that does not happen. That does not happen at all. In fact, it is the opposite. It's the opposite, because even in a situation where you could be a great referral, our clients, our best clients, our network, our spheres of influence, etc., they end up filtering on our behalf. So let's say you're a real estate agent in Laguna Beach, California, and you have a client, and the client is talking to a friend who wants to buy a home in Los Angeles. The client's thinking, oh, I can refer Sharran, but he sells Laguna. He may not know a lot of people in LA, so I'm not going to bother with this referral. Or you may be a mortgage broker in California, and you may be, and I may be talking to a friend in Colorado, and I may be thinking, oh, I know the mortgage broker in California. I don't want to bother my friend with that info. Maybe now it's going to make it even harder. What people do is they end up filtering for you. I see this all the time with investments and financial advisors. People will say, that financial advisor, this person's got not enough net worth for this financial advisor. We start making filtering decisions for the people that we refer. It happens all the time. We do it and they do it on our behalf. That's why a lot of referrals don't even come to us. They choose for us. They filter for us. They don't know when to refer you and they don't know when not to refer you. And you want to solve that problem completely. The reason is this: the how is salesy and complex. So instead of actually treating them like a referral source and a sales force, I just treat them as a lead source. Here's what I mean. Treat them as a lead source, not a sales force. Treat them as a lead source, not a sales force. Because if you treat them like a lead source, they will be actually, they will send more leads into your pipeline. But if you teach them as a sales force, now the sales process is complex and they have to put themselves out there to actually make the referral happen for you, which you don't want, which, heck, most of us can't even do the sales process properly, let alone you having to teach someone else, like a client or a friend or a sphere of influence, to do that, right? Now, how do you do something like this? How you do it is you call out to people, and I call this the when then frame. When then. When something happens, then do this, right? So I say, if my client is Jimmy, I say, hey Jimmy, could you do me a favor? I love working with you. Whenever you hear somebody talking about buying a home in anywhere in the US, could you just recommend them to download my free book? It is buyerhomeguide.com, and they can just go to that, and I have written down all the rules that are needed to buy a home successfully in today's market. It's totally free and it can help them. When there's a conversation about buying a home, send them to buyerhomeguide.com. That's all I've done. I've converted them from a sales force to a lead source, right? So now my client Jimmy is in a conversation at a cocktail party and someone says, yeah, I'm thinking about buying a home. And then instantly, what does Jimmy say? Jimmy's like, oh my gosh, you should, my real estate agent Sharran actually wrote a book called homebuyerguide.com. You should just go to that, check it out. It's totally free. He helped me buy a home. Maybe his book will help you too. Converting them to a lead source, not your sales force, right? What it does is it allows them to understand the when then frame. When something happens, then do this. If we can put all our entire database, our entire network, all our clients, all our sphere of influence, all our referral network, all the intermediaries that we work with, if we can just get them to understand when something happens, do then do this. Now we've converted them from a sales force to a lead source. And that's exactly what you want, because nobody wakes up in the morning thinking, oh, how do I give Sharran a referral today? That is the number one problem with referrals. Here's number two. Number two, I call this the reported breadcrumbs. The reported breadcrumbs. And here's what I mean by that. The reported breadcrumbs is that no one actually knew when a referral actually happened. So I'll stay with the real estate agent analogy, right? When a referral happens, all that a real estate agent will go on Facebook and say, oh, so excited that we closed another sale. Nobody cares, right? Instead, what you want to say is you want to show how that referral came about. Instead, so the Facebook post should go something like this. It should say, I want to introduce you to my client, Sharran. Sharran and I have been working together for the last 3 years, and I've helped him with 2 real estate transactions. While Sharran and I were at lunch, he remembered that one of his friends was recently moving to Georgia. Even though I don't service Georgia in the real estate space, Sharran asked me about his friend. I spun my national network and found a great agent in Georgia for Sharran's friend. Sharran then introduced me to his friend, and I connected them with this agent in Georgia. And just in under 60 days, his friend was able to get a home of their dreams overall. Everything that started with a lunch at Laguna Beach Golf Course now turned into a great home for Sharran's friend in Georgia. If you are thinking about anything to do with real estate anywhere in North America, just start with me first. I will spin my national network and find you the best possible professional to take care of you and your family anywhere in the country. Now what it does, something like this, what it does is it allows people to understand the story. There's no just listed or just sold or another happy home buyer. And next time I see another happy home buyer, nobody woke up in the morning and said, oh, look at me, I'm another happy home buyer. Nobody did that. What you want to do is you want to tell the story. You want to lay the breadcrumbs for how something happened, so that when someone is reading that, they now know next time that, oh, I remember what Sharran did. Sharran actually referred his friend from Georgia and he got this connection. I should do the same thing too. It allows people to track with the breadcrumbs. Whenever we want someone to do something complex, instead of telling them how to do it, all we have to do is show them the breadcrumbs. Show them that this situation happened in the past, and here was an example of that. So you're showcasing the story. The other powerful part about this is you're able to tell a story around what happened and how all the pieces came together and how you just happened to be in the center of this in this puzzle. People love you for that, because now they're like, wow, Sharran is in the midst of everything. He's such a helpful personality. I want to run more ideas by him. That's the reporter breadcrumbs. You got to lay the breadcrumbs and actually be a reporter telling the story around how it happened, so that people understand more creative ways and actually making more referrals for you. All right, that's number 2, the reporter breadcrumbs. If you're not paying attention to any of those, I'm going to give you one tactic right now. This single one tactic will probably generate you more referrals than anything else that you've done, and is going to cost you 0 money. And I call this the advisor backdoor. Here's what I mean. I was recently talking to my CPA, and my CPA said to me, I asked my CPA, I said, so how, let's stay with the real estate agent example. I said, well, how do you refer out real estate agents based on a certain, a request from a client? And the CPA said, oh, whoever's top of mind. I was like, what do you mean whoever's top of mind? It's like, whoever's top of mind, because, all agents are the same. So if you're a real estate agent, you know how irritating that is. And I was thinking, So I turned around and said to him, I said, well, do you think that all CPAs are the same? He goes, no, because we're not. And I said, well, why do you say all real estate agents are the same? He goes, well, all that real estate agents do is that they do marketing around something that was just listed, something that was just sold, or something that of some kind of market update. If everyone's going to do a just listed, just sold, or market update, they all must be the same. Now, the CPA is not wrong in his or her perception, but that is the perception that we have to fight. They have that perception for attorneys, they have that perception for mortgage brokers, they have that perception for real estate agents, they have that perception for every profession. How do we make that profession go away, that perception go away, and actually have them think about us as the trusted advisor in that area? And this is what I call the advisor backdoor, right? What you want to do, let's take the real estate agent example. What you want to do is, if you're a real estate agent, you want to go to your CPA, a trusted source that you know can bring you a lot of referrals. And you want to go to that CPA and say, hey, Mr. or Miss CPA, I would love to sit down with you for 10 to 15 minutes and take you through the exact presentation that I take my clients through in a living room when I'm ready to get their home listed for sale. And the main purpose of this conversation is to figure out how to weave you in. The main purpose of this conversation is to figure out how to weave you in. Now, the CPA is like, wait a minute. Sharran has a presentation on how he actually takes clients through this. That is a proprietary one. I want to see it. And now he's asking me how to weave me in. Now I have Sharran out there meeting with people, and he's constantly going to be my evangelist. Yeah, I want to take that 15, 20-minute meeting. Now, the crazy part is you don't even have to blow them away with that meeting, because the perception that the CPA has about every other real estate agent is that they do just listed, just sold, and market updates. In fact, if you show up and actually showed them a simple process that you take clients through, now when they are with the client, they were like, oh my gosh, I trust Sharran's process because he actually sat down and walked me through the process. Whether he weaved me in or not, at least I have confidence that he's not a just listed, just sold, market update real estate agent. If you just did this with 3 to 5 of your top advisors, where you said, and you did this advisor backdoor, you said, hey, listen, I want to take you through in the next 15, 20 minutes, I want to take you through the exact same proprietary process that we take all our clients through in the living room on how we list and sell their home. And the main purpose of the presentation is how I can weave you in, right? Now, when they give you that, now you actually know how to position a CPA, how to position an attorney, how to position an insurance person. You know how to do each of these things. And now you are their lead source, not their sales force. And they love you for that as well. If you just did this 2-3 times a year with your advisors, that advisor is going to think about you among everyone else that they know in the field, because you are the only one that have shown them a process, and also talk to them about how you can weave them into the process. So now you are their lead source and their sales force, right? Since we're talking about real estate agents, hey, if you're a real estate agent and you think, oh, this is interesting, I actually packaged up my 7 of my most favorite trainings, totally 100% free. I have nothing to sell you. In fact, even if you wanted to, you couldn't buy anything. It's called topagentpowerpack.com. Actually, I'll put the link below. It's totally free. If you like this, you will definitely like that. So let me recap for you very quickly. Number one, the number one problem in getting unlimited referrals for life is that people don't wake up in the morning wanting to give you and me a referral. That's number one. So you cannot assume that you're going to get it just because you're good, right? Here's number 2. Tell people exactly how a referral happens. That's what we call the reported breadcrumbs, right? Leave the breadcrumbs and talk about like a reporter. If you ever had a referral happen, tell people exactly how that referral happened. Show them the breadcrumbs, paint them the picture, tell them the story, so that when they're in a situation like that, they will remember that story and do exactly how you suggested it, and they will follow the breadcrumbs. And number 3, put the advisors to your advantage. Most advisors, CPAs, attorneys, mortgage brokers, insurance brokers, they're out there trying to get business for themselves as well. When you can have more evangelists out there of your brand just by giving the advisor backdoor in place, now you've actually removed their stress of being the sales force and made them a lead source for you. Hey, if any of this is exciting and you like the 3 secrets that will help you generate referrals for life, just do me a favor, screenshot this, post it, tag me. That way I'll know that you enjoy the stuff, and I will make more of this for you in the future. I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you on the next one.